Hi everyone, today my project is about Hilma of Klint. Hilma was an incredible Swedish artist who created abstract art long before the world was ready for it. She was born in Stockholm in 1862, and her work was far ahead of her time, that she was actually requested for it not to be shown until 20 years after her death. She believed the world needed to grow spiritually before people could understand it. Hilma's main type of artwork was painting, and she often worked with oil paint, watercolor, and tempera. She is known for her huge abstract pieces filled with spirals, circles, and beautiful color combinations. Her style connects to the early abstract and symbolist art, which means she used colors and shapes to express her emotions, ideas, and spiritual beliefs rather than painting things realistically. One of the most interesting things about her life is she believed her paintings were guided by spiritual forces she called the High Masters. She created more than 1,200 artworks, and her biggest project, called the Paintings for the Temple, included nearly 200 massive pieces. That just goes to show Hilma truly created abstract long before its time. Overall, Hilma of Klint is important because she changed the history of art, even though she wasn't recognized until after her death. Her work reminds us that creativity can be ahead of its time, and sometimes the world has to catch up to others' thought processes. You can often be reminded of Hilma's work through these three artists. Through Hilma's words, the pictures were painted directly through me. She was very influenced by theosophy, spiritualism, World War I, and scientific discoveries. Hilma knew everyone had very strong and different feelings about those things, but she knew through her artwork she could really show the other people how she felt about them. The first artwork I chose to go over was called Adulthood. It was tempera on paper, and she made it in Stockholm. The meaning behind it is the symbolic depiction of adult life stage, showing that through colors, shapes, and different sizes. She used all of those elements to create a very crazy feel because, as you know, the older you get, the crazier life can be. The second artwork I chose to go over was called The Swan. The Swan was her 17th piece that she created. She created the swan in 1915 using oil on a canvas. She wanted this piece of art to represent duality, unity, and spiritual transformation. As you can see in her circles, there is a line halfway through the middle. I feel like she used that line to show one half of you and the other through your spiritual transformation and your unity. And for my third artwork, I chose Primordial Chaos. This was her 16th piece of work created. It dates back to 1906 to 1907. Her media for this was also oil on a canvas. She used this artwork to explore cosmic order and origins of creation. I feel as if she used the spirals to show how one thing turns into another. A painting I chose to critique is The 10 Largest Number 7 Adulthood. The subject represents the stage of adulthood, but in its abstract way. If you look very closely, you will see the symbolism. It's filled with colors like peach, blue, and lavender, and swirling lines that feel alive. The circles symbolize growth and life circles. The painting uses balance through even colors and rhyme through repeated shapes. To me, it feels calm and uplifting, almost like it's showing the peaceful but complicated process of becoming an adult. My favorite part is the swirling lines because it feels so full of energy. This artwork fits the idea of art as expression. It communicates feelings through shapes, colors, and different sizes instead of just copying real life and realism. That just goes to show how much Hilma's work truly was abstract.